Yo, is this title a bowling ball? Cause we about to roll it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Channel's name is The Third Ernest. I'm Ernest Adiano III. Y'all guys are the third family. If this is your first time here and you stay to the end of the video and like what you see, consider becoming part of the family by clicking the subscribe button and help get this community growing. Y'all can read the title. Y'all can see what song we're doing. If you were here the entire 21 Pilots, I think the first video that I did, Lane Boy, I said that like I was done in the hype. They were so hyped up and I didn't understand why. I was already just had this negative, like pessimistic view on them before I even gave them a chance. And the reason why I had the negative pessimistic point of view was because of this song right here. Like I had heard this song a couple of times and the radio would just like non-stop shut the hell up with it. In my mind I was already like, it's too hyped, I'm done in the hype, I can't get behind this group. I thought that they were using rap as a gimmick, but now that I know who they are, now that I know the sound that they have and how the sound resonates with all these different people, because they really don't have a sound, they're not using rap. Rap is just one of the tools within their bag that they use to make the sound that they do. Now, when I see this video and I click on it to load it up, and I see it has 1.8 billion with a B views, now I'm like, okay, I probably fucked up by not listening to the song back in the day. So 5 years later, I'm about to revisit this song for the first time on this video. So here we are, fam. 5 years later, we're about to listen to this song and watch the music video for the first time. I'm kind of excited to see what I've been missing out on. Was I right by not wanting to listen to this song? Was I wrong for the fact that it has 1.8 billion views, so I must have slipped up? There's only one way to find out. Lego. I remember when I heard this song for the first time on the radio and I heard like the intro, the way the beat just hit, and I was like every bone within my body was telling me I want to like this song because the beat is like a bop. But my brain, like I was logically thinking like I can't like this song. Too many people like it. Because normally in order to appeal to a very big mass audience, it has to be watered down. You can't be too far left, you can't be too far right, and I don't like that kind of shit. So hearing the beat drop and hearing like the intro for the first time again, I'm like, damn, I know I'm gonna like this song when I should have been liking it 5 years ago, but I was being an idiot. And before we move forward, I do know that this came... Bruh, get out of here. And before we move forward, I do know that this album came off of Blurryface, and I know that the red hat means something. I know that the paint on his hands and the paint on his neck means something, like he doesn't like his own writing and he doesn't like his own vocals. I haven't really looked into it too deep, but I'm sure y'all would definitely be the first ones to tell me what's going on in the comments. But let's keep moving forward.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think. My name's Blurryface and I care what you think.
My name's Blurryface and I care what you think. That's dope. Because normally rappers are out there talking about how they don't care what they think. Fuck the critics, fuck the haters. But here he is saying, I do care what you think. And yo, that part was dope right there where he says, I wish I found some chords in an order that was new. And he says, I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sing. Clearly, purposely, intentionally. I don't know why I said the same thing in 3 different ways, but intentionally not rhyming so the line makes sense. That's clever. Having all these doubts and having all these wishes, that means shit is not going the way that you want. And how does that leave you? Stressed out. And of course the bar where he says, when I got older, they told me that all my fears would shrink. But actually the opposite happened and now I care what you think. Psh. And yo, that's a big ass big wheelie. For sure. For him to be able to fit on it like as a grown ass adult, that's kind of fire. I think I want one of those.
My name's Blurryface and I care what you think. My name's Blurryface and I care what you think.
Bro, this is a vibe. Hey. Bro, if you didn't have one of those handshakes when you were like in middle school and high school, you wasn't a real one. I remember having to choreograph one of those hoes, like with my friends, and each one of my friends had a different one. It got to the point where like midway through the school year, like whenever I saw them in the hall, it was like, here we go, we gotta do this whole shit again. Like it was hype for the first 3 months, and then after that it was like, why did we make this handshake so long? Now we gotta do this every single time. And of course you do, because you stay true to who you are.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Hey, hold up. Nah, it's not right. It's not. This isn't the same living room from the hype, right? Like, I feel like it is, but I also feel like it's not. I feel like it's too enclosed. But that's dope how they got that red accent wall, when I know that red is like a symbolic thing of blurry face. And who's this kid behind Josh right there, like with the headphones on? But I remember why I didn't like this song, because I thought that it was a pandering song by saying, wish we could turn back time to the good old days. Like, I thought it was one of those songs that was written to be a class song. Like Nickelback Photograph or like Vitamin C Graduation. Like, I thought it was one of those songs where it's guaranteed they're gonna get some views, they're gonna get some clicks, they're gonna get some listens, because it's gonna be everybody's class song. I thought that they wrote it with that in mind. But now that I'm listening to the lyrics, now I know, like, oh, they're saying real shit. Wish we could turn back time, which is why he's on that big ass wheelie bike, because you wish you could turn back time when you were a kid, when you were riding around on your big wheelie, to the good old days. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Anyway.
Us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. We're stressed out.
By the way, that echo in the background, we're like, ow, 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 that's fire. But here they are just sipping on Capri Sun, label facing inward, so they don't get that licensing, right? They don't get that copyright strike. Just sitting outside, just being outside, saying, hey, you want to go to my house? Just like the good old days, just like when they were kids. But that, wow, 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 that's dope. I like that. Right here.
We're stressed out. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes.
That's a dope bar right there, because he's talking about how come I can't bottle up the certain smell that takes me back to the good old days. And that smell is different for everyone. So that same smell that he bottles up is not gonna be a commercial success. He's not trying to make no money off of it. If anything, he's only gonna sell it to the only one other person who knows what he's talking about, and the only one other person who that smell brings back to his childhood, which is his brother. Not even Josh would know what that smell is, and that's probably the closest thing to his brother. That's dope.
I probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think.
Bro, that little production when it's saying, my name's Blurry Face. That's dope. Let's go back to that real quick. Right here.
We all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry Face and
that's dope.
I care what you think.
Bro, this is like the pop or like alternative equivalent to Ahmad back in the day, which was a song that I just sang before. It's got like the same concept. Like, I wish that we could go back to those days when we were just a kid, when all we had to stress about was homework, before the student loans, before all the anxiety and depression and all the bullshit that comes along with being an adult. This is just like a pop, rock, alternative, rap, whatever you want to call it, version of that track. And that's dope, because that's one of my favorite tracks of all time.
My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days.
Who is this guy? Who is that guy with the headphones on? But I always think that it's dope whenever they're like in the music videos and they're drumming and they're just like doing their thing. They're performing for themselves only. And you want to know something that I'm thinking about this song like right now that I'm actually listening to it, and now that I know how deep the lyrics go, like it's got 1.8 billion views. Other than the people that are big time on the 21 Pilot train, no one is really even paying attention to the lyrics. No one's really listening to what he's saying. The song is as popular as it is only because of the hook. and how dope the hook is. And that's the reason why I didn't want to listen to these dudes in the first place, because I thought that they made music that was just like that. I thought that there was no substance. I thought it was just a catchy hook, or that I thought that it was just like a catchy melody. But now that I'm actually listening to it, not just the snippet on the radio rolling my eyes, I'm like, okay, substance wise, it also lives up to what I would want.
Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah. We used to play pretend, give each other.
That was dope. Are they fans of like Handmaid's Tale or something with all this white and black and red? Praise be. But the editing right there though, they had to make everybody stay in the same spot. Like you can tell it's not an effect, because if you look at the people in the background, they move a little bit at each cut. So they just tried to get as still as possible, so that way when they cut, it doesn't look too obvious. And the lyrics right here are dope, like talking about like all we used to care about was our imagination. Like they just wanted to do what they wanted to do. They just wanted to make the music that they wanted to make. But now that they're successful, hyper successful, everybody's like, yo, I know you want to make what you want to make, but you need to make money. That's really first and foremost. And that kills dreams, fam. That's why these people are all wearing black and they all look the same, because they're going to a funeral for creativity.
Yeah. We used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days, when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time.
Hey, I just got it.
Days, when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Used to play pretend, used to.
I just got it. Oh shit, that was kind of scary. Anyway, I just got it. Like, that's why they're wearing red and everybody else is wearing black. Because they're the outcasts of the family. They're the ones that did something that was not part of what the normal plan was. Like, look, we smile right here. We're looking up to the camera. Everyone smile for the family photo. They're the only two wearing red. The rest of the family wearing all black.
Used to play pretend, used to play pretend.
Hey.
We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Used to play pretend, used to play pretend, money. We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we fly far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah.
Dope video. I love that they shot that shit like right in the middle of a normal, like middle of nowhere, suburban, like cracked up street neighborhood. Because this is the real world. This is the way these kids grew up. This is what they remember. Riding their bikes on these cracked up streets. And I'm not too familiar with Blurryface as like a character or what he is or what he signifies or anything like that. So definitely let me know in the comments. Is he the one that's singing the song? Is Blurryface the one with the red hat on? Does he come out whenever the red beanie is on? These are things that I'm not too sure about because I'm not like deep into the 21 Pilots hole just yet. But yo, I definitely hated on that song. I was being a hater and I shouldn't have been. 4 years later, I understand why that song is so hyped up, because it's got the beat, it's got the melody, it's got the bridge, it's got the video to go along with it that makes you get all nostalgic and reminds you of your childhood. It's an up-tempo beat, but the lyrics are kind of somber and melancholy. And what makes Tyler's lyrics fire, especially in a song like this that's like ultra radio friendly, is that like it's straightforward. There was nothing too crazy going on the surface level, but for all the people that know 21 Pilots and know how cryptic their writing can get, it's almost like a two-sided song. You got the side that you can just jam to, and all the casual listeners are not gonna get the deeper message of the song, but all the diehard, like banditos, all the diehard clique, all the people who wanna know who Blurryface is, they're gonna be able to like dive deeper and deeper down into the hole. And that's what makes a good song. That's what makes the replayability, the re-listenability, those are definitely not words that I just made up. That's what makes you not get bored by hearing a song that's radio friendly. But yo, what can I say? Normally when I say I'm done in the hype with an artist, I'm like right on the money. But that done in the hype mentality, when you're wrong big. And I've been wrong big twice already. But yo, I appreciate everybody that made it this far in the video. If you like what you see and you like the analysis and the breakdown and the reaction and all that shit, click the subscribe button along with the notification bell, because that's what we do around here on this channel. That's what the Third Fam's about. The videos are longer, but they're longer for a reason, because we got more shit to say. You know what I'm saying? If you like the video, please consider actually liking the video and leave a thumbs up. If you like the video, please consider actually liking the video and leaving a thumbs up, also leaving a comment, because that helps the algorithm catch the video and helps push it out there for the world to see, for all the people who aren't subscribed yet, or just gets the name and gets the family out there, you know what I'm saying? I know that y'all can go anywhere and watch reactions. I know the reaction genre of YouTube is extremely saturated, so you sitting here for 15 minutes, giving me 15 minutes of your life, I hope that I was able to entertain y'all in some way. I always forget to say it at the end of all of my videos, but if you have social media, feel free to give your boy a follow at TheThirdErnest, just like it says on the YouTube channel, Instagram, Twitter. We got a Discord. The Discord's on and popping, so link down in the description below for the Discord. I actually love using the Discord and communicating with y'all guys like instantly in instant messaging, able to have like an actual conversation. But that's the end of the video, guys. Like I always say at the very end, go out there in the world, love and care for one another, love and care for each other, and I'll catch everybody on the next video. Peace.